So I'm working on a Baby Lock Evolution. The problem was that the needles on the overlock, the left needle was breaking. So there's a few adjustments you have to make. You just need a feeler gauge that's equals 1.3 millimeters. And you have a couple things that you got to do. First of all, make sure that the looper, when it goes all the way to the left, before it starts to go forward. First of all, you got to put two brand new needles in it. Use the ELX 705 size 9014. Don't use a regular household needle. ELX 705 9014 needle. Turn the hand wheel to the furthest to the left, and then the distance between, I threw the little piece out that I made, from the point of the looper tip to the outside edge of the right needle should be 4.8 millimeters. So that's the first thing you check. Make sure that the looper has not slipped. This one was perfect, which is great. Then it has two looper guards. One looper guard is, there are two Phillips screws. It's this piece right here that goes down in. It's hard to do this. I'm just going to have to visually tell you about it a little bit. I think I can get in there. So as the needle goes down, as the needle goes down, the needles have to be exactly touching the front needle guard, and the back needle guard is this piece right here, and the needles also have to be just lightly touching, just zero space in between, and the up and the lower looper. All three of those have to be going right, touching the needle all at the same time. So the way that you do it is you have to first take off this back needle guard, take off the screw, then adjust the and make sure that your looper is just touching the needle, and you don't use old needles. Make sure you have new needles. Make sure that the looper is zero, but not touching the needle, but just clearing it. Then the front looper guard, you can loosen those two Phillips screws on the bottom through those two holes. They're peeking out in there. There they are. Loosen them up, but snug them up so you can move it, and then adjust this looper guard here, this front looper guard, back and forth until just you can see the daylight. You can look through, and it's hard to do it with this camera, but you can find the part where you can see light going through, and just keep adjusting it. And I found that the easy way to adjust it is move the needle all the way to the looper all the way to the front, and as you do that, the orbiting looper will pull away and give you some space, and you can move that that looper guard back and forth here until you can get just enough, just so it's just barely daylight, just barely daylight, if none. It needs to be touching, but not brushing against the needle, not deflecting the needle. Then tighten up your two screws and double check your work and make sure that it's absolutely perfect, because you don't want the needles to be pushing towards the looper. Then you have to put your upper looper back on, and then you need the feeler gauge. I've got two feeler gauges here I put together that equal 1.3 millimeters, and you put it through here and raise this up so that you've got exactly 1.3 millimeters between the looper guard and the bottom of the thing, and then tighten it up. And then once again, you have to find that spot where you can see down in there and you can see the looper guard. As the needles begin to rise, you can find that spot where the looper guard is just touching the needles, just preventing the needles from moving backward, but not actually deflecting it forward, because it's those two things are going to sandwich between the two needles, and just not touching it or deflecting it either way, it's just going to let the needles go through with no clearance or just a few molecules. And then the looper can go by without moving back and forth. What I had to do with this is I had to remove this piece about close to 20 times. So I'd remove the front looper guard, take it over to my vise. I would put it in I opened it up so there was just enough space there, and I found the place where it needed to bend in the middle, and I just held it in place and very carefully just tapped with my ball peen, this hammer here, several times and then I'd put it back in, make sure that I had my setting correctly, tighten the screw, and check it. And then it was too far away, and I kept moving it forward, and then I got it too close where it was rubbing, so I had to flip it over in the vise. And I did this over and over and over, back and forth, until I got this thing just perfectly perfect. Now I screwed it back in, and I'm getting ready to put it all back together again, but I'm pretty confident it's going to sew perfectly the first time. So anyway, that's how you adjust the needle guards on these Baby Lock sergers. I think that the evolution is pretty much like most all the other ones, but I can't say that for sure, but I think it is.